Here we are on the verge of the 2020 racing season, the 30th season at Stahl Brothers RC Speedway. And the number one question I'm getting from many of you is, when are we opening up for the 2020 season? The official answer is, I don't know. There are really two factors. Obviously the coronavirus along with government restrictions, and surprisingly the weather. Under Governor Wolf's current business restrictions and stay-at-home order, it is illegal for us to be open. Even if some of the business restrictions are lifted at the end of April, our type of business may not be included in those rulings. When we are allowed to open, there will be safety precautions that all businesses and customers will need to abide by. Our facility will not open until I feel it's safe for my family, staff, and you, the customers. Second, the weather has not been cooperating, which is something we struggle with every spring. That's not new. Trust me, the winter-spring track that you see here is not the same as you see in the summer. It takes about 3 full days of careful run-in with controllable conditions, like temperatures in the high 50s to low 60s, to get this track ready. Screw the process up and the track will bite us for weeks to come, and it will not be the track that you're used to and the track that you love. Thankfully, I'm still working full-time, educating and coordinating services for my district's high school students. Despite what you might hear on the news, PA schools are still open. Moving to online education is natural for me and my students, but it still has taken a little bit more prep time to get things up and running. Though I don't have football coaching duties currently, some of my advising duties, which usually wrap up in the beginning of April, are continuing into May due to this coronavirus. During this pandemic, I am also finding a greater desire to spend more time with my family, even if it's remotely. In short, time has been difficult to find here in April. Some experts are saying large venues will not open until 2021. I don't consider us a large venue, so I'm hoping that we can open up in May, and I want to be open by June. Just like everyone else, we are struggling to find things like cleaning supplies, food supplies for the track. We are lucky to have most of our cleaning supplies from last year. This is what I do know when we open. We will have to practice social distancing. You may be required to wear a mask outside your pit area. I'm hoping that we don't have to do that in July and August. We will set up 2 hand washing stations, one behind the hobby shop as usual, and a second one by the concessions trailer. We will provide soap and paper towels like normal, but not hand sanitizer. That stuff's gold. Only one customer will be allowed to enter the hobby shop at any time. We will not require drivers to race from the driver's stand. Racers may drive from any position around the track except in front of the bleachers and obviously not in the pit lane. You may stand on a stool or step stool as long as it's no higher than the front stretch driver's stand floor. We don't want you on a 6-foot ladder. If you want a stool, you'll need to provide your own or share one with other drivers. We are looking into building a temporary backstretch driver's stand where maybe 2 or 3 drivers could stand while practicing that social distancing. We are currently offering curbside parts pickup from the hobby shop. Please email me or text me what you need and to set up a pickup time. It's been a huge financial help from several of our customers who have taken advantage of this service, so thank you so much. If we are restricted on the number of people that can gather, I am looking at the possibility of opening up the season sometime in May with a Friday and Saturday practice session to limit the number of customers at the track at one time. I may also consider a 2-day show on a weekly basis, like Friday evening and Saturday afternoon evening, splitting up the classes. Friday might be Mud Boss and Sportsman classes, and Saturday could be the 17.5, 10.5, and Mod classes. Maybe we would alternate them each weekend, one Friday, the next one Saturday, and so forth each week. This is just a thought, so we could safely open up. I really don't want to do the 2-day option, but I also don't want to run on Sundays unless it's a rain out for one of our big events. We are still planning a championship dash early in the season. The Northeast Summer Championships for June 19th and 20th is still on, and the race against leukemia August 1st is still a go. Depending on when we start, will also determine the structure of the points series for this year. Again, thank you for your continued passion and interest in RC racing and for supporting us. It is a time where we all pretty much have to kind of stick together, kind of suck it up and do what we need to do. So stay safe and follow all those rules so we can get back to doing what we love. See you at the track.